Welcome to Hometown Happenings. I'm Carol McCarthy here in Lake Park in the MedPac Inc. Shop with Mike Broughton, who runs the shop here. His dad owns MedPac here in Lake Park, Ralph Broughton. But we're here today and we're talking about kind of behind the scenes of some very colorful bike racks that have been popping up in town, kind of laying the track, the infrastructure for the Heartland Trail when it comes through here in Detroit Lakes and Lake Park and the area. And Mike and his dad and their business have been building these bike racks. So he wanted to get a behind the scenes look and kind of tell us a little bit of the story about the bike racks here, Mike.
It all started last winter. Guy Richie came in and contacted us from Becker County EDA and was wondering if we'd be interested in building some bike racks. Initially we thought it'd be a dozen, maybe 2 dozen bike racks. Since then we've done over 150 of them, and they've gone all over Minnesota, from Fergus Falls to Detroit Lakes, Frazee, Perm. Done a lot of them.
Okay.
So.
All right, and we've got a couple of them behind us, but you're doing all sorts of patterns and designs. Yeah,
there's 6 or 7 different styles that everyone seems to like, but we have the capacity here to do just about any kind of style somebody'd be looking for. So anything involving metal, we're pretty good at working with. So.
Okay, so tell us a little bit. What are these big boys made of here?
Most of the racks are made out of 2-inch Schedule 40 steel with 1x3 or 2x6 C-channels. Also have the option of mounting them in the ground, so there wouldn't be any brackets visible above. They just mount right into the concrete as you're pouring it. So many different styles, many different ways to mount them. Extremely strong. They'll be around for many years to come.
All right, and you've got all sorts of colors too, so that's kind of cool.
Yep. Yeah. Right now, I would say we've probably done close to 50 different colors. So, and they like to match it with the school colors or the business colors, or with all the options out there that we can order from the internet company we get the powder from. It's just limitless on choices. So. And
you bake these, or how is the color applied? These are really they're gray, obviously, because they're metal when they come out of the production. And
well, it's all done with powder coat, so it's very weather resistant. A lot better than spray-on paint. You apply a powder, put it into an oven, and bake it to a certain temperature for an amount of time, and the paint job, it looks good, and it's pretty much bulletproof. So.
All right, so we're standing here at MedPac in Lake Park, a local company making bike racks. I know Partnership for Health was instrumental in providing the funding for the racks, and now I think West Central Initiative is in and providing the funding too. But like you said, they came to you, Guy Fisher from the county came to you and had just, you said, I know I was talking to you before, you said maybe a dozen here and a dozen there, and it's kind of
way more than that. Way more than that. We've added one more full-time guy during the week and another part-time guy on the weekends to help us with the workload. So that's helped quite a bit there too.
All right.
So
how much time does one of these take?
It depends a lot on the style. I guess the wave rack that's back here. This is our 5-wave rack and 4-wave rack. It would take roughly 2, maybe 3 hours per rack, not including the paint. That's about an hour or so per rack for paint job. So, right around 4 or 5 hours total.
All right. Mike Broughton here at MedPac in Lake Park, talking about the new bike racks popping up around town, and so you see them around, and maybe you can plan a little map around. Have you seen a lot of the bike racks yourself out and about?
Well, there's a few that have been around. They just started to install them here about a month and a half ago. I have seen one by the Holiday Inn, and I believe Zorba's has theirs installed down on the lakefront, and then there's, I don't even know how many they got installed down Washington Street. I know there's a couple going to the mall. They're done. They just need to get put in, I guess.
Right. Well, maybe people can venture out and try to find the where's Waldo sort of thing. Where are the bike racks?
Yep.
All right. Mike Broughton here at MedPac in Lake Park with Carol McCarthy for Hometown Happenings. We'll be back and talking to Ralph Broughton after this. Welcome back to Hometown Happenings. I'm Carol McCarthy here with Ralph Broughton from MedPack, the founder of MedPack.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
And we were talking to your son before, talking about the bike racks. That's kind of how we entered into the MedPack scene here. But you know, you're like he said, you make everything metal, but you're very specialized here at MedPack. You know, now you're going from bolted into the ground to bolted into in a helicopter in the air. But tell us a little bit about your business, Ralph.
Well, the main thing that we do is we build quick change medical interiors for aircraft and helicopters as well. And right now, this is a Bell 206L3, and we're building a quick change unit. This part has never been done before. Some of my competitors build and put oxygen inverter and stuff like that in the baggage compartment. I've come up with a concept that everything is built right in the lower base and can be removed and installed in under 2 minutes.
Okay, so they would use this for a medical helicopter?
This would be used for on-site trauma,
okay.
Picking up a patient right at an accident scene. Where the fixed-wing aircraft, we move stable patients that have come out of a hospital, brought to the airport, and let's say fly from Fargo to Rochester, Minneapolis, and but those are stable, and that's in a fixed-wing aircraft. And this one here, I've got 2 of these. They're already sold. One of them is going to South America, and the other one's going out in the Pacific.
So from Lake Park all over the world.
Oh, yes, yes.
How did you get into this?
I, believe it or not, I built the first air ambulance in North Dakota, 1975. First night we had it online, we flew to Jamestown, picked up 2 baby premature girls. Both of them lived.
Very cool.
And that started it, and then I built a couple units in the 80s. Went to work for a company in Fargo. I'm an aircraft mechanic and inspector by trade. And then I started having a lot of requests, so I started interfacing medical with aviation. And one thing just led to another. And then in 2000, I started MedPack. And right now, we market all over the world. I've got them in South Africa. I've got them in the Middle East, Australia, South America, a bunch in South America, Canada, U.S., all over.
So bike racks are a little bit of a diversion for you.
A little bit.
Okay.
Little bit.
We're glad to have you in the area, and you know, it's a very cool thing to have you here in Lake Park.
Thank you.
All right, we have to wrap it up, but a very interesting story. We'll have to do another part 2 on Ralph Broughton. All right.
Okay, thanks. Thank you much.
Ralph Broughton, Carol McCarthy here at MedPack for Hometown Happenings.